Let's go.
Then after you have great coaches, you get great players, you have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
The Las Vegas Raiders disappointed with a 6-11 record, but one person who did their part last season was star wide receiver Davante Adams, who they acquired in last year's offseason via trade from the Green Bay Packers. I still think the Raiders got a steal in this trade, only giving up a first and a second round pick for arguably the best wide receiver in the whole National Football League. Davante Adams last season was very motivated, and he even admitted in the article with The Ringer earlier in this offseason that he wanted to prove everyone that he could perform at a high level without Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron Rodgers, as some people tried to credit this as the main factor of why Davante Adams was so successful in the National Football League. Well, as we'll see in this film breakdown, Davante Adams can get it done consistently, and he doesn't need an elite quarterback to still dominate in the National Football League. But without further ado, let's jump into some of the film. Right here, Davante Adams can line up anywhere on the line of scrimmage, and he just knows how to find the soft spots on the defense. Right here, he just puts Asante Samuel in a blender, cooks him on this route. Just look at how much separation there is between Davante Adams and the closest defensive back. Just beautiful to watch. And even when Davante doesn't have clear separation, he still runs great routes, and he has great hands as he catches this pass for a touchdown. Just the hand technique was on point. This play right here is just a perfect example of why it's so difficult to guard Davante Adams one-on-one. Patrick Surtain is in a good position to defend him, but those late hands for Davante Adams just makes it so difficult for defensive backs to react in time if they don't turn their head around. And even when the throw isn't the best, he can still make those tough catches. As I said, his catching ability is just absolutely phenomenal. Late hands once again makes it almost impossible for Patrick Surtain to make a play on the ball. And on this play, he just shows if you're going to bring the blitz and you're going to play him one-on-one with no safety help over the top, you better get to the quarterback or else he's going to punish you for 6 points. But in the same game, even with safety help over the top, he can still make plays. Right here, the speed combined with a subtle stutter step allows him to get this huge touchdown in the back of the end zone. Safety help over the top once again, but Davante still has the speed and the ability to get open on this touchdown pass. And if you got a linebacker on him in coverage, he's going to have no chance against him. He's just too good of a route runner. Here, Davante Adams calls game on this overtime walk-off touchdown pass. I understand this is zone coverage, but Patrick Surtain gets cooked on this play. Just look at how much separation once again Davante Adams is just able to create, which leads to the game winner for the Las Vegas Raiders. Once again, another great example of the phenomenal hands that Davante Adams possesses. Not the best placed ball right here, not the best throw, and not an easy catch overall, but Davante Adams is still able to come up with this. One-on-one on the outside, just great initial release here by Davante. Just look at this phenomenal one-handed catch. He just makes it look so easy, and this is the benefit of having such a talented wide receiver like him. You can just throw it up and he can bail your offense out. Right here, runs this double move and is able to come down with a big touchdown for the Raiders. Right here, great play call from Josh McDaniels, but Davante does a good job selling the run and is able to just get a step on his man, and it's 6 points for him. Now we get a chance to see Davante perform with a backup quarterback in Jarrett Stidham. As you'll see in this game, it doesn't really matter who is out there at quarterback. Adams is going to get his as he catches this pass wide open across the middle. At the top of your screen, we can see Davante one-on-one gets a good release, and the coverage is very good, but he's still able to make the catch with the defensive back all over him. Adams here on the bottom of your screen, watch him just execute on this fade route inside the red zone, and also has the ability to get both feet in bounds for a touchdown. Now, last season they utilized Davante Adams primarily as a deep threat wide receiver, but with Jimmy Garoppolo in town, I do expect the Raiders to utilize him a little bit more in the quick passing game like they did on this rep. And last but not least, just an absolutely mind-blowing catch and play by Davante Adams. Bottom of your screen on the line of scrimmage with the cornerback backed up 10 yards, he's still able to run by him and make an insane individual effort to come up with his catch. He's tracking the ball the whole way and makes the last minute adjustment to allow himself to make a play on the ball. Absolutely insane play right here. So, as we can see, Davante Adams is still clearly one of the best players in the whole National Football League, and I would say he's the best wide receiver in the whole league. Davante Adams last season led the entire league in touchdown passes over 20 yards with 9 total, and Davante Adams was also recognized with his dominant season by the NFL as he was ranked as the 13th best player in the entire National Football League. And it seems like wide receiver Justin Jefferson, they are going to rank him over Davante Adams, but me personally, I would give the edge to Davante Adams. I still think he's the best wide receiver in the league. His route running and great hands allow him to be so dependable and reliable as your #1 wide receiver option. He also proved last season he doesn't need an elite quarterback like Aaron Rodgers to be dominant. He was able to ball out with Derek Carr and even with Jarrett Stidham. The Raiders have a quarterback who has great ball placement too in Jimmy Garoppolo, and Davante Adams has shown on tape that, just put it within his catch radius and more times than not, he will make the play on the ball and come up with a catch. Also, I expect Davante to be used a little bit more in the quick passing game, running quick slants, which should allow him more opportunities to get more yards after the catch. Jimmy Garoppolo does a very good job of this back in San Francisco, throwing the ball to his wide receivers in stride, which allow them to make those big runs, get those big yak plays. So I am very confident that Davante Adams will have another dominant season. I think the Raiders are so lucky to have such a premier talent like Davante Adams, and I think he's going to be a huge part of this team moving forward. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, Raider Nation. Do you guys think Davante Adams is still the best wide receiver in the National Football League? Let me know. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. That being said, I will see you guys in the next one.